Hey there, Pauline here from Zilch Beauty, and I'm back with another Zodiac installment for Subtle Beauty. So first off, I'm back in New York, and apologies for any background noise. It's just part of being back in the city. But second off, we are in Cancer season. I have Cancer in my chart. I'm a Cancer rising, which means I personally give off this energy, I guess, as a first impression. So I feel like I know more about Cancers than other signs, obviously on top of my sun sign, which is a Taurus. But Cancers are known to be very loyal, very sensitive, very compassionate, but they can also be a little bit moody. They can be a little bit maybe like overly moody sometimes. They are a water sign, which means they live in the world of emotion. They also are represented by the crab, meaning they have this tough outer shell, but on the inside they're actually kind of mushy and, you know, very sentimental. So I feel like we have a couple great things to add in today to represent a Cancer. One of them is going to be the new lip and cheek in coral, because crabs typically tend to be this like reddish orange. So we're going to use this, but because they're kind of moody and they like want to be tough on the outside, I'm going to use the Sunset Duo today. To me, this is like a really powerful, bold duo eyeshadow that I think represents a Cancer well, and I think it'll pair well with this. So I'm going to walk you through the look, and if you want to see how, keep on watching. Okay, so I have a base on, I have some concealer on. I am going to go ahead and start with my eyes today. I'm going to use my Sunset Duo along with the Subtle Beauty dual-ended brush. So I'm going to start with the matte shade here, and I'm going to use the slanted end of the brush. These are super pigmented, so I'm actually going to just pop a little bit the back of my hand quickly just to get off that initial excess. And I do have a little bit of concealer on my eyes as a base, but I'm really just gonna start on this outer edge of my eye. I'm not using a transition shade today, just don't feel like it. I'm actually gonna do a bit of a halo eye with this today. I just decided this. So what I did is I basically focused the pigment on the outer corner, but I also am bringing it into the inner corner just a little bit. I'm gonna push it back up and kind of like connect that little sunset moment of this arch going back and forth. But I'm leaving the middle of my lid fairly blank. So I'm gonna have to clean up with this one, but I'm actually gonna go in with my finger. I'm gonna use the sparkle side with my ring finger and just focus that right in the middle. And you'll see that this really gives off some beautiful shine. But I'm actually going to top this with another product to give it a little extra glow in the middle of that halo eye. So I'm gonna go in with the Jelly Duo and pick up the shimmer from the Jelly Duo. And I'm gonna just pop that on top of that initial sunset shimmer. And I'm placing it on with my pinky, but then I'm buffing it out with my ring finger that had the sunset shimmer on it, because these are very pigmented. But hopefully you can see that like highlight streak down the middle now, which really does feel like the halo effect of the matte color is starting to happen. And then from there, I'm gonna take the other end of my brush that I didn't use and just kind of buff out the edges here. This will pick up any sort of extra pigment. And I'm also going to use some concealer to clean up. Halo eyes are so simple, but so beautiful to me. A little bit of concealer up here because I have a little spot going. Just gonna use my finger. I'm gonna take that same concealer and just start to clean up. Like I said, I did put a little concealer on already, but I'll just pack a little more in. And I'm gonna set with my Shine Control powder. Okay, since it's summer, we are definitely gonna use our bronzer. I'm just using the shade Warm. I'm just gonna stamp this, and this will act like a little bit of a support line for the blush that we will apply right after. Now we're gonna apply the Coral Lip and Cheek. Just gonna warm that up. You can really see that red from the eyes starting to come through there. And then I'm just going to dab a little bit on both sides and start to warm that up right in the middle of my cheek. I always feel like a little baby doll when I first put this on in these little dots, but the warmth of your skin actually really does help the formula of this warm up and make it more blendable, which I love. I'm gonna go over my lips with a little gloss. Because Cancers are a water sign, I feel like giving this wet finish on the lips. I'm gonna add a little bit of highlighter as well with the Champagne highlighter. And because we are kind of doing something crazy on the eyes, we don't need like too much highlighter, I would say, just a little dusting. Okay, I'm gonna do my lashes and brows, and you will see the finished look very soon. Might pop a little bit of that coral right back on top before we close out. But I absolutely love this look for summer, and I think that this embodies the crab of the Cancer along with their more like sensitive side. We did a bold eye, but it was a little bit softer with the halo. And I hope that you enjoyed this and had some fun. We'll be back with more installments very soon. Bye.